everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Courtney Ryan, and today we're getting ready for summer with my annual Summer Essentials video. And before we get into it, let me just say this. Yes, you will notice some repeats from previous years, and that is intentional. I'm not here to reinvent the wheel every single summer or push trendy pieces just for the sake of it. My approach has always been about longevity, investing in timeless, versatile pieces that will work year after year, season after season. That is how you build a wardrobe that not only looks good, but also makes getting dressed incredibly easy. I am all about helping you look your best without complicating things or draining your bank account every 3 months. So now that being said, I do love mixing in some fresh takes on the classics, updated fits, new colorways, and current pieces that are actually available now. Think of this as a balance between what is timeless and also what feels current. So here are the must-have essentials for 2025 that will have you looking sharp, feeling confident, and staying cool. Number one, we have a linen button-down. Still undefeated, one of my faves. A well-fitted linen button-down is one of the easiest ways to look effortlessly put together in the heat. I am loving the more relaxed fits this year, paired with tonal or muted colors like washed olive, a dusty blue, soft beige, or even a subtle stripe. I love a stripe in the spring and summertime. You could wear it open over a tank, tucked into tailored shorts, layered with a lightweight tee for more texture, or just simply on its own, buttoned up. It's breathable, timeless, and incredibly versatile. And of course, don't forget to roll those sleeves up to show a little forearm and that watch that I know you're wearing, unless it's an Apple Watch. We need to switch that out. You know my opinion on that. But that always looks so hot in my opinion when guys roll the sleeves up. Love that. Number two is a lightweight t-shirt. Not your average tee, although a crisp white t-shirt is also a staple. This summer, I'm specifically talking about a fine knit or subtly textured fabric that is really going to elevate the entire look. These tees still breathe well, but they feel a little bit more intentional, less like loungewear or athleisure, and more like a smart casual style. These are absolutely perfect for those days when you want to look laid back, but also still a little bit put together. Throw it on with some linen trousers or under an overshirt, and you will be good to go. Number three, we have a polo or some sort of collared shirt variation. I know that a polo is not necessarily for everyone. I think sometimes they can lean a little bit preppy. So I wanted to leave this open in the best way so that you guys can find something that works for you. So I'll of course be talking about the polo here, but I'm also going to give you some collared shirt variations that still look just as good. Whether you're a fan of that classic PK polo or you prefer a softer knit version, there are so many elevated options out there this year. So let's break it down a little bit. First, we have that classic PK polo, the timeless go-to. It's structured, a little sporty, and works well in both casual and smart casual settings. We also have a knit polo. These are going to feel a little bit more elevated and mature, I would say. They drape really nicely, they have more of a luxurious vibe, and they look amazing with trousers or loafers. If you're going for that elevated look, I would probably choose this one. Next, we have some collared shirt variations here. These are not polos, but rather some alternative options in case a polo is not necessarily for you that, again, still look fantastic. One is the Cuban collar shirt. These are great for those laid back, vacation ready sort of looks. These have a slightly wider open collar and a really boxy cut that is stylish, but without trying too hard. And then secondly, we have the Johnny collar. No buttons, no placket, just a subtle V-neck here with a structured collar. This style is going to give you the ease of that knit tee that I mentioned earlier, but with a bit more polish. I think adding that collar in always just slightly elevates your look. I think what matters the most in this category is the fit and the fabric. Think about breathable materials like cotton silk blends, linen, modal. These are going to keep you cool and comfortable in the summertime. And also choose the style that fits your personality and lifestyle the best. This type of shirt is incredibly versatile. In many cases, you can wear it to the office, on a date, or even out to brunch with your friends and still look effortlessly stylish. Again, wanted to give some alternatives there in case a polo is just not you. I totally get it. Although I love them, I know not everyone does, and there are some great options out there on the market that still get the job done. Next up is a linen overshirt. Think of this as your summer jacket. Lightweight, breathable, and so easy to throw on. It's going to add that structure and layering without the heat, which is really important in the summer. These are great for those chilly evenings, an airport outfit, or any situation where you want to look like you put in just a little bit more effort. Look for shades here like khaki, navy, olive, or a soft brown for that maximum versatility. Number 5, we have shorts. Above the knee specifically, it is time to retire the long, oversized basketball shorts that are coming down past your knees. Tailored or relaxed fit shorts that hit a couple of inches above the knee are the way to go. These are going to elongate your legs, highlight your physique, and just look a lot cleaner. Stick with chino, linen, or tech fabrics and neutrals for easy pairing. Fit is everything here. Nothing too tight. I don't want to see what you've got going on beneath your shorts, okay? Keep that private, but definitely not too baggy either. Number 6, breathable pants. For the days when shorts just don't cut it, breathable trousers are your BFF. Linen, lightweight cotton, or even tech fabrics that wick moisture and resist wrinkles are perfect for summer. Style these with a knit tee, polo, linen button-down, Johnny collar, really anything that I've mentioned on this list up to this point. And also, don't be afraid of a cropped or cuffed hem for a summer-ready finish. Last summer, my husband had little cuffs added onto a lot of his linen pants, and they made them look so much more put together and polished. I think a linen pant specifically can sometimes look a little bit lax and be a little bit harder to dress up depending on the fit. I know a lot of linen pants on the market now are a little bit looser fitting, they're more relaxed, and they don't necessarily work in every situation, especially if you're planning to elevate them. Going for something with a bit of a sleeker fit or getting them tailored, or even again adding that little cuff on the bottom really helps make them look a lot more elevated. So again, really depends on the type of pant that you choose, but just something to note, do not be afraid of that little cuff at the bottom. I think a lot of guys see that cuff at the bottom of a pant and just think absolutely no way, Jose, but I think they look fantastic. So don't be afraid of it. I promise it looks great. Number 7, loafers. If there is one shoe that instantly upgrades your summer outfits, it's a good pair of loafers. Suede is especially perfect for summer and pairs beautifully with both shorts and trousers. Stick with neutral tones here like taupe, tan, or chocolate brown. Go sockless or wear no-show socks for that clean, modern look. Now, if you are going to go sockless, I know some of you are shaking in your boots right now with me saying going sockless, but I would recommend keeping cedar shoe trees in them when you're not wearing them to help with moisture and the scent. Just a little bonus tip here. Number 8, sneakers. You can never go wrong with a pair of clean, minimalist sneakers. I would choose a breathable material like canvas, mesh, or lightweight leather in tonal shades, whites, off-whites, beige, soft grays. Try to keep the branding minimal and the silhouette streamlined. I have had my Veja pair for about 3 or 4 years now, and they are still going strong. So that is proof if you invest in quality and take care of your items, they will go the distance. I've swapped out my laces, I wash them regularly, and they still look fantastic. So just as someone who's worn them myself, I highly recommend those, but there are a ton of other great options out there too that also look fantastic. Really just depends on you and what your personal style and preference is. And lastly, number 9, we have a summer scent. This is going to be the finishing touch on your summer look. Go for light, crisp scents with notes like citrus, mint, sea salt, or vetiver. You want something fresh enough for the heat, but something that's still masculine enough to leave that lasting impression. And while we're talking about fragrances here, I want to also share a quick update about my approach to fragrances because I have personally made some changes in how I wear them. Unfortunately, fragrances can affect your hormones, so now I really only wear them on special occasions, or I try to opt for those clean, non-toxic options. I know this might matter more to some of you than others, but I think it's important to mention, and I would really encourage you to do your own research in this category. And if you're not into fragrances, no worries at all. That's totally fine. Honestly, half the time I'm not either. Just focus on always smelling fresh and clean. Make sure that you have good grooming. I think that's a key here, especially in the summer heat. Also, an honorable mention here to a nice pair of sunglasses that are going to fit your face perfectly. I didn't include them as a standalone point in my list because I think it's just one of those that is a little too obvious, like duh, we need sunglasses in the summertime. But I think it is really important to have a pair that you feel good in, that work with your face shape and just accentuate your features rather than taking away or being sort of outdated. So get yourself something nice. You really do not need to spend a ton of money on sunglasses. I have both designer pairs and pairs from Amazon, and I get just as many compliments on the Amazon ones as I do the designer ones. And I truly don't notice that big of a difference. Of course, the designer ones feel a little bit nicer, but are they worth the hefty price tag? Usually not. So you can get something really nice and not spend a ton of money there. I will link some on my Amazon storefront that I personally like for men. If you're interested in checking that out, I'll have that linked below for you guys. And remember, summer style doesn't have to be loud or overly trendy. Stick to those essentials, focus on fit and fabric, and invest in quality pieces that work for you. Let me know in the comments which of these pieces you already have and which one you're planning to try this summer. I love hearing from you guys and seeing how you put your own little spin on my staples. So if you like this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. If you haven't already, also be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.